Hey guys, what's up? Miranda here, obviously. Mora's somewhere in the background. I'm making this video this week to kind of discuss Prey Drive and maybe some things you guys may or may not know about it. I personally don't know a lot about it. I think I've mentioned that in a video before, but I'm new to this stuff. I'm just learning about dogs, how they actually work other than just cuddling you. So, kind of guiding you guys through how I'm going through it. This week I've been learning about Prey Drive because Mora's been having a few problems with chasing squirrels when we're on our leash or on a walk, and I just let her roam in the yard. I have her off leash because she's very good at recall coming, so I just let her walk around, do her thing, but there's been times where she's been chasing squirrels, so we're working on this now, understanding Prey Drive and why she's running after a squirrel into the middle of the street where she could get hit by a car. So we need to make that not happen. My brother talks about Royce's drive being really low drive and Prince or Mavis being very high drive. So I thought about it as a low drive and a high drive, but there's actually a lot more to it. There's a bunch of different components to the drive. There's going to be a prey drive, a defense drive, a fight drive, a rank drive, and just a pack drive. So the first... From what I've gathered from learning all this stuff online, Prey Drive is going to be that I throw the ball for my dog's going to chase the ball, and my dog's going to get the ball. If that drive is super high, even if the dog can't see the ball, it still knows that it wants to get the ball, and it'll search for the ball, sniff it out, whatever. If that drive's really low, that dog's going to want the ball when it sees the ball, but as soon as that ball gets out of sight, that dog's not really going to care, and it's going to be, yeah, I wanted that ball, that was all fun, but now that I can't see it, let's do something else. And defense drives, I like to say I like to give scenarios because I'm really bad at explaining, but say somebody comes to your door, knocks on the door. If that dog has a super high defense drive, it's going to be up, it's going to be barking, who's there, what do they want, are they going to hurt my owner, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be very defensive. But if that dog has a super low defense drive, it's going to be trusting you to handle the situation. It knows that you will protect it if it needs to be protected. So that drive's going to be really low for it. I like to think as fight drive as a combination of the prey drive and defense drive. Fight drive is just like genetic. It comes with maturity. So as the dog gets older, the combination of these two are going to mend into a fight drive. So if it feels that it has to protect the house, that defense drive is really high, and also that prey drive is really high, it will do anything to protect the house. So again, back to the scenarios. Somebody comes knocking on the door, you're not really expecting anyone, you're like, oh, who's there? If the dog has a high prey drive and high defense drive, the dog's gonna be up, the dog's gonna be barking, and the dog also will do anything to make sure that you are protected. Extreme conditions, say the defense drive and the prey drive are very, very high. Somebody knocks on the door, that dog thinks that that person's there to kill you. They don't know that you might have a mailman coming to drop off mail, somebody coming over, they don't know that. So they'll be ready to attack, basically. And that prey drive is going to give them some sort of a tunnel vision, where if you don't train them certain things, like certain commands, like don't do that, or you let their drives get out of control, they will or can attack somebody if it's out of control. Most serious circumstances. But yeah, that's how I understand those two. And then rank drive is going to be where they fall in the pack. Mora is a very, very submissive of a dog, as what I've gathered, but say that they're a very dominant dog. They are going to want to stay up there in that dominant level, or they're going to want to stay down there in that submissive level. So introducing your dog to another dog. So if they're a super dominant dog, they're going to be like, hey, I'm dominant, I will claim dominance over you. And if that other dog's a super dominant dog, there might be some conflict. But if it's a super submissive dog, like Mora and I go on walks a lot, so we meet a lot of dogs. She's very submissive because she'll go up to a dog, and they'll be sniffing each other or whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh, she's just on her back, rolled over, like, smell me. Very submissive, very open to meeting new dogs, so that's the difference between that one. And then pack drive is going to be, does the dog like being a part of a pack? So if the dog grows up with a pack, it's going to enjoy being a part of the pack. Mora is like a cross between an independent and very pack-like dog, because at my brother's, she has a pack. And she loves it, but here at college, there's no other dogs really that live with us. So she just does her own thing. She's very independent here too. So she's She crosses well in between the two. But that pack drive is going to be very important, because if they have a very high pack drive and they feel that they always need to be in a pack, whatever the regards, when you leave, that can start to cause some separation anxiety as the dog matures. So you need to be careful with that. So all these components are very important to how your dog is going to be, how is it going to act when it's more mature. So these puppy stages are where you're going to need to implement all these little things with the drives. But what this video is mostly about is understanding pack drive and kind of like the basis of it. So we kind of made a video with Royce. He's known in our house for having a very, very low drive in general. He does have his tendencies where he has a high drive, but it's not often, but we like to stimulate that drive. He has the zoomies once in a while, so he's not just a lazy dog that hangs out all the time. We try to get as much as we can on video, but it's really hard because it's seldom that he goes crazy, but he does. So we kind of made a little video of what we do to inspire his drive and like little tricks that he enjoys doing that we kind of work with him on. So to increase that drive, we kind of made a video of little tricks that he's been learning. So drive is really important because you can use all these different components of drives to teach your dog new tricks, teach your dog to understand different things and just concepts in general. So we have been working on increasing Royce's drive. We kind of taught him how to apple pick in a way. So we kind of made a little compilation of videos. I kind of called it the Royce games. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learned a few things about some drive. And yeah, let me know what you guys think.
The ball. Who wants the ball?